You have 2 days from today to tomorrow
Okay.
until tomorrow 11:59 p.m.
Okay, teacher.
So yeah, it's very important. Okay. Well, and now we're gonna start. I hope the other students will join us as soon as possible. First of all, we're gonna start with our um, usual lessons that we have here. That is related to. By the way, I think I will. Okay. So can you see?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening. Who's now in the meeting? Hello, Noelia. How are you? Welcome to the class. Well, I also wanted to tell you that there is an activity where you have to complete. That's available until tomorrow, 11:59. That's a review of lesson one. Now we're gonna start with the lesson two. Um, but we're gonna cover this. I think 4 pages. After that is everything related to appendix or other things. But this first part that we're gonna cover will be with the videos that we're gonna watch about this. As usual, we're working with the. I think you remember the. Um, I'm sorry, the football player, right, Nick. So, what's the story? The story will be related to this. Um, Noelia, are you already in the class in the group of what can I say in Pearson in the application?
Yes, teacher, I finished all my homework.
Okay, great. Because I only saw two students. Maybe Roger in is not in that class, or I don't know somebody. But I was able to see only two students. Well, anyway, I think he's gonna get connected later. Well, first of all, this video is about um, that we will discuss about the fraud of Nick, right? But there are in the video, Talia, Tony, and Amy talk about whether Nick is guilty, discuss the following points, and provide reasons for your answers. Whether Talia thinks Nick is guilty or innocent, or whether Tony and Amy think Nick's guilty or innocent. What Talia wants to do, how Tony feels about Talia's work on this story, and what do you think? Who do you agree with, Talia or Tony and Amy? Why? And Tony says that reporter needs to be skeptical. Do you agree? Why? And okay, and we're gonna recognize some of the expressions of the from the video. Okay. By the way, let's watch the video first of all. After that, after all of these activities, we will. There are some vocabulary, grammar, and common expressions in English related to this topic. We're gonna work with PowerPoint presentations and all the activities of the book that is necessary for this unit. Okay, and let's do it then. Okay, let me open please the first site. Okay. Well, let me share please the video. Well, this is the pre-listening one. It's about B2. Talia has talked with Nick. She's back at the Newsline office. As you can remember, Newsline is okay. Newsline's office, right? He's going to talk with Tony and Amy. So look at the pictures, what Amy is holding. I don't know. A letter from Nick, but let's watch the video and you're gonna see what's this video about. It's related, of course, with the first part of the lesson.
I don't think he did it.
What do you mean?
Nick. I don't think Nick did it. I have a feeling.
And you have that feeling because...
Well, for one thing, he told me he's innocent.
And you believe him.
As a matter of fact, I do. This could all be a mistake or something. This still doesn't add up. Making money is not a problem for him.
But gambling may be a problem for him.
Yes, have you ever thought about that?
He might owe a lot of people money.
And sometimes people do unethical things just because they can. Take it from me, I've seen a lot of people do stupid things, even rich, famous people. It may not always make sense.
But except for that audio recording, we have no proof.
We had no proof. We have it now. Amy, tell her.
Sorry, Talia. The audit of Nick's bank account came in. He deposited $100,000 in his bank account a week before the qualifying match.
Let me see that. Yikes. Not what I wanted to see. But who is the deposit from?
It just says cash deposit. It doesn't say where it came from.
Wow. This looks incriminating. But I'm still going to keep investigating.
Okay, we're gonna watch one more time to understand much better.
I don't think he did it.
What do you mean?
Nick. I don't think Nick did it. I have a feeling.
And you have that feeling because...
Well, for one thing, he told me he's innocent.
And you believe him.
As a matter of fact, I do. This could all be a mistake or something. This still doesn't add up. Making money is not a problem for him.
But gambling may be a problem for him.
Yes, have you ever thought about that?
He might owe a lot of people money.
And sometimes people do unethical things just because they can. Take it from me, I've seen a lot of people do stupid things, even rich, famous people. It may not always make sense.
But except for that audio recording, we have no proof.
We had no proof. We have it now. Amy, tell her.
Sorry, Talia. The audit of Nick's bank account came in. He deposited $100,000 in his bank account a week before the qualifying match.
Let me see that. Yikes. Not what I wanted to see. But who is the deposit from?
It just says cash deposit. It doesn't say where it came from.
Wow. This looks incriminating. But I'm still going to keep investigating.
Okay, let's keep on going, please. And there is this according to the video. What do you think? What's your opinion? Hello, Roger. How are you? I hope you're fine.
Hi, teacher.
Hello. By the way, before we start, I'm sorry. Are you in person application, Roger? Because I don't know. I'm not sure. I only saw 2 students. Are you working with your activities there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I am here. Mhm.
Yeah, because there was a homework, right? And also there's one more a review.
Okay, okay.
There's gonna be a quiz. It's until tomorrow evening. Okay, then I'm gonna check it out. I got a mistake. Okay. Anyway, let's continue, please. According to the video, whether Talia thinks Nick is guilty or innocent. What's Talia's opinion? She's Talia, right?
Talia thinks that Nick is innocent.
Yeah. Yes, probably. Because even they showed her a paper as a proof, a money deposit extract from the bank, a cash deposit. She still wants to investigate, right? But I don't know. And how about whether Tony and Amy think Nick is guilty or innocent? What do you think, Noelia?
They think he's guilty. Yeah,
Why?
he's guilty.
Why do you think, or why do they think he is guilty?
Because they have proof and they don't know him, so they
Hmm?
can weigh that things of him.
Yes. Maybe any idea about this word, gambling? Somebody maybe?
It's game.
Yes, it's playing, right? Just playing, doing something like that. Okay. And what Talia wants to do, Roger, maybe you heard about Talia's expression, or what did she say? Or somebody, what
Uh,
did?
Talia wants to investigate more because
Mhm.
she thinks that Nick is innocent.
Yes. Okay. And how Tony feels about Talia's work on this story? Tony was the man that the other guy who was he's working. It's in part of the news line, right?
I think Tony is like upset because they have proofs and Talia doesn't believe them.
Mhm. Yes, definitely. Okay. And who do you agree with, Talia or Tony or and Amy, and why? Somebody.
So, in my opinion, teacher, I agree with Tony and Amy because they have proof. No, they have two proofs. Um, I think that the proofs are very.
Sustainable,
See, yes, yes,
consistent, right?
right.
An audio and the cash deposit, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Tony says that reporter needs to be skeptical. Do you agree with? I think we have to watch the part of the next one that is missing. Let me share with you, please, a moment.
I don't think he did it.
What do you mean?
Nick, I don't think Nick did it. I have a feeling.
And you have that feeling because.
Well, for one thing, he told me he's innocent.
And you believe him.
As a matter of fact, I do. This could all be a mistake or something. This still doesn't add up. Making money is not a problem for him.
But gambling may be a problem for him.
Yes, have you ever thought about that?
He might owe a lot of people money.
And sometimes people do unethical things just because they can. Take it from me, I've seen a lot of people do stupid things, even rich, famous people. It may not always make sense.
But except for that audio recording, we have no proof.
We had no proof. We have it now. Amy, tell her.
Sorry, Talia. The audit of Nick's bank account came in. He deposited $100,000 in his bank account a week before the qualifying match.
Let me see that. Yikes. Not what I wanted to see. But who is the deposit from?
It just says cash deposit. It doesn't say where it came from.
Wow. This looks incriminating. But I'm still going to keep investigating.
You can keep investigating, but after this bank statement, we have no choice. We have to run the story tonight. If we don't, the competition may beat us to it.
You've got to admit, Talia, it doesn't look good.
Sure, this looks bad, but things aren't always as they seem.
And sometimes things are exactly the way they seem.
I just don't think that's true in this case.
You just may be too trusting to be a reporter. Reporters have to be skeptical. Are you sure you're all right working on this by yourself? Maybe I should assign John Donnelly to work with you. He's got experience with this kind of messy story.
No, I can do this myself. I promised you I wouldn't let my emotions color my judgment. And I promised myself I'd be a total professional on this, and I have been.
Okay, but if you let me down, I'm giving the story to John.
Thanks, Tony. I'll be fine. You won't be sorry.
You can keep investigating, but after this bank statement, we have no choice. We have to run the story tonight. If we don't, the competition may beat us to it.
You've got to admit, Talia, it doesn't look good.
Sure, this looks bad, but things aren't always as they seem.
And sometimes things are exactly the way they seem.
I just don't think that's true in this case.
You just may be too trusting to be a reporter. Reporters have to be skeptical. Are you sure you're all right working on this by yourself? Maybe I should assign John Donnelly to work with you. He's got experience with this kind of messy story.
No, I can do this myself. I promised you I wouldn't let my emotions color my judgment. And I promised myself I'd be a total professional on this, and I have been.
Okay, but if you let me down, I'm giving the story to John.
Thanks, Tony. I'll be fine. You won't be sorry.
Okay, let's continue. Well, you already watched the second part of the video, where it was about Talia's opinions, right? But something happened. Tony says that a reporter needs to be skeptical. Do you agree? Why? Anyone? Why do you think Tony says a reporter must be skeptical? Are you there, guys? Hello, hello.
Yes, teacher. I agree. I think that the reporter needs to be skeptical. Skeptical.
Uh-huh. Also professional, right?
Yes, professional.
Yeah, but why Tony says that to Talia?
I think he said that because for the proofs, no, they told her that they have two proofs. First, the recording, and the second one it is the deposit of the money, and they still trying to believe that he is innocent. No, and I
Yeah.
think that that Tony wants to Talia be more professional, skeptical. Yes, I think that.
Yeah. Also, Talia she was Nick's classmate at high school, I think, and that's why she tends to be to trust in Nick, but the other reporters not really. Oh, okay, right. So the next one is be dramatic. Work together to decide who said each line from the video. Talia, Tony, or Amy. Write the name of the character next to each sentence. Over here, there are some of the we have some of the lines or statements that they mentioned. How about the first one, Talia? I don't think Nick did it. How about, well, for one thing, he told me he's innocent. Whose expression do you think is that?
Talia.
Yes, right. Oh no, come on. I'm sorry. I got a mistake with my keyboard. Okay, Talia, right? And how about, and you believe him?
Tony.
Yes, Tony, right? How about this third expression? Can you read?
Talia. This could all be a mistake. Making money is not a problem for him.
Yes, Talia, right? As you noticed, usually in English there's no. Sometimes it's difficult to pronounce Latin names like Talia, right? Usually they say Talia, because it's a little bit different because there's no the high pitches or the stress is not written right like in Spanish. Okay, how about the next one? Somebody.
Amy.
Yes, Amy, teacher.
Amy, right? And how about the next one? Amy, Talia, or Tony?
I'm not sure, but is it Tony?
Okay. Yeah, right. He might owe a lot of people money. And the next one?
Yes, Tony too, teacher.
Tony, right? And the next one?
Talia.
Yes, definitely. Was Talia. What about the next one?
Tony.
Tony, we had no proof. We have it now. Yeah, okay. What about this?
Amy.
Amy, right? Okay, that was easy, quite easy. Okay. These are the next moves. We're going to try to speak like talk like this using some of the expressions like but except that our recording or something like that he might go possibilities, right? But this is going to be about some of the questions, okay? Then you will take turns with your partner asking about each other future using will or be going to, or possibilities like may, might, will, or want in your answers. For example, there is one here. Will you continue studying English over here, right? You can use these ones, these expressions. Be going to, may, might, will, or want. Okay, you can start with this question or using will, right? You can start with, are you going to do something or will you do something, right? We can ask questions like that. For example, over here, I can use, before starting this question, I can say, right, will you continue studying English? Or the other one can be, are you going to learn to fly a plane? It's something like that. But the answer might be like, mm, yes, I will, or no, I won't. I might, sorry, or maybe I may do it. Something like this. Will you continue studying English? Is over here, right? Yes, I will, definitely. Are you going to learn to fly a plane? I might. I'm not sure. Something like that. This is just the idea is to work on a conversation. Let's try to do it. We can work with the two questions for each for two students. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna start with Noelia.
Teacher,
Yep.
after we start, before we start, what was the difference of may and might, or is the same?
It's quite similar. Okay, in English is very similar. It's a possibility. Do you remember this difference? Yes, thanks for asking. For example, this one, when we say can, right? In Spanish, it's like poder, right? But it's
Yes.
stronger than, and this one is could, right? The other one. Over here is may. It's more polite, is softened than the other one. And also this one, might, for example. Those are modal verbs.
Okay.
Puede, podría, right? But you can use any of them. Okay, I can say I might, podría, pero the possibility, okay, certain possibility. Maybe might is a little bit more softened, even more. This is a little bit more stronger, but the strongest one is can, right? But it's completely different. We are only talking about this one. And will is for future, right? If you are sure, but you answered in that moment, for example, can you turn on your camera? Okay, I will, right? In that moment. But if something is or maybe you thought before previously you were thinking about something, you made a plan and you can use be going to, right? Like I can say, maybe I can ask something very, for example, will you, right? Will you learn to fly a plane? Is that could be more appropriate to ask, will you, right? Or are you going to? Okay, but it depends. Maybe if you are studying aeronautics or something like that, I can say, are you going to fly a plane? But if the question is very spontaneous in that moment, usually we're going to use will you, right? Will you go or something like that. But are you going to travel tomorrow? Maybe I have previous ideas that you will travel, okay? But the difference is easy. Are you going to or be going to is for something that is planned, algo que ha sido planificado, ¿no? Be going to. Will es para respuestas espontáneas, para hacer promesas, también algunas preguntas, ¿ok? Mucho depende de la situación. But don't get complicated with that. No se compliquen con eso. Vamos a hacer preguntas, ¿ok? Noelia, will you continue studying English?
Yes, I will, teacher.
Okay, great. And will you going to learn, will you learn to fly a plane maybe?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Okay, great. Something like that. And maybe you can then ask me the next two questions. No, yeah. Yes, the next one, please, Talia. Oh, sorry, Noelia.
Will you change professions? That's
Yes.
not right.
Yes, I will, definitely, because I'm studying another career, but I don't think that I'm going to change, definitely. I'm going to have something, a new profession maybe, but I cannot say that I will change. I'm not sure. Who knows? I'm not sure. Okay, something like that. Okay, maybe we can work with only one question. Or maybe you can, okay, let's do something. Somebody can ask and answer the one student, and the other student must ask and answer too, the same question. Okay. I asked Talia, and she said, oh, sorry, Noelia, and she said, I'm sorry by changing your name because I had a colleague, her name was Talia, and it get confused. Okay, that confuses me, sorry. Okay, Noelia, maybe you can ask me now the first question.
Will you continue studying English?
Yes, I will, because we never finish learning English. I'm not native, so I need to keep going studying English. Okay, please now, Ernesto, can you ask this question to the next one?
Yes, will you learn to fly a plane,
Please, Roger.
Roger?
No, I won't.
Are you sure? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then jump to the next one. Roger, ask the next question to Ernesto.
Okay, Ernesto, are you going to change professions?
No, I won't. I won't change, or I'm not. I'm not going to change my profession.
Right.
And will you investigate a crime, Roger?
No, I won't.
Okay. Now, Noelia, are you going to move to a new home?
Yes, probably soon.
Where would you like to move?
Well, to an apartment,
Oh, great.
maybe.
That's good. Okay, maybe you can ask me, Noelia. The next one.
Okay, teacher, will you go hiking this week?
Not really. I did I think 3 weeks ago, I went to Chacaltaya. No, Huayna Potosí. It was so tiring, but a really nice experience. Okay, please continue, Ernesto and Roger.
Okay, Roger, will you change someone's life?
I don't know.
Maybe your wife's, your future wife's life.
Yes.
Who knows, right? Okay. Now, Roger, ask to Ernesto.
Will you go ahead with idea you have been planning?
Yes, but this question, teacher, is in future. Will you go ahead,
Yes,
or is it in the present? What
is in the future.
is in the future? Yes,
Yeah,
I will.
it's
Yes,
like starting, right? Do you remember? Get ahead is different, right? But go ahead is also
continue.
continue. Yes, what you've been planning.
Well, my plan was to study English, and now I am studying English.
Good. And maybe you have other plans, right? You told me to to go to study overseas.
Yes, I have another plans, but I am studying English, and I'm doing right now.
Yeah, good. Guys, by the way, can be a good idea for you to study to if you're available, you can use, Duolingo, but Duolingo is too basic. Something very interesting is the other is else I speak. Did you listen that?
No, no, I don't.
Else I speak is for more advanced students. Is demanding, but it's good, especially for your pronunciation and speaking. That can help a lot. But there is the free version. When you do your exercises, you take a test, you do a lot of like 4 activities. That enables the next level after 24 hours. But if you can get the upgraded version, you can get it also. But it's okay. I think you practice a little bit for about 30 minutes. And the next day at the same time, you can continue. And I don't know if you tried Duolingo, somebody maybe. Have you tried, guys, this
Yes,
application?
I have teacher.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
But better than no, I can't say better, but
in a different way.
yeah, in a different way and more advanced is else I speak. You
Okay.
can try that. Just talking about practicing English is, I think, is good. That will help you a lot. Okay. Um, of course, also you have to do your homeworks, right? That we have in this program. But anyway, I'm sorry for the interruption. Let's continue asking this question. The last one, please, Roger. I know.
Uh,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Will you take scuba diving lessons?
Ernesto.
I don't know what is scuba.
Scuba diving is like some, how do you say in Spanish? Zambullirse
Uh,
or buceo, right?
nadador. Buceo.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, I will. I want to learn scuba diving.
You do you know how do you know? Oh no, how can I ask this? Do you swim?
Yes, I sir.
That's good. Okay. Yes, that was just a kind of conversation, and there is the next one. The one that I wanted to show you is this. Possible. Let's work with something. I think you can check this later, but something important in order to make this class more sustainable, we're gonna check out something important. That was part of the lesson, but we need to check out something else over here, especially about vocabulary, about something else. Okay, let me share my screen and we're gonna work with this. By the way, just a moment, please. Oh, sorry. And listening, okay. Vocabulary, this one. Well, in vocabulary, there is, let me share. Okay. Okay, let me share this one, please. For example, this is vocabulary phrases with feel in English. For example, in the video, Talia says to Tony, I don't think he did it. I have a feeling, right? We can say that Talia feels that Nick didn't do it. Look at the phrases below using feel. Click on the. Okay, we're gonna try to check out. What about feel for someone? Examples can be like you can feel feeling. I don't know if something's going on, or you can feel no. How can I say compassion? You can feel love or something like that, right? For someone. Feel like doing something, feel up to something, feel free, feel like something, feel yourself, feel funny, feel somebody out. This is very common in English to use feel, right? That's those expressions with feel. But let's try. This is going to be part of your homework, but let's do together as a class. Okay, if you want to find out some of the meanings, you can also look for your dictionary. But we're going to learn with this. This is going to be more easy to understand. For example, in this number one is which one do you think is this the option? To is to try to learn a person's opinion without asking directly.
Feel for someone? Someone?
Yes, right? Feel
Mhm.
for someone or feel somebody out is completely different, right? The most
Yes.
probable is, in this case, feels for someone, usually for someone is like feel love or something like that. But this is the most appropriate, by the way. Feel somebody out, okay? Feel somebody out. And
Okay.
what, yes, what do you think is number two? Check out, think.
Feel yourself.
Yes. If you have been sick and get well, you can say that you feel yourself again. Yes. Sentirse otra vez tú mismo, ¿no? Sentirte mejor. Sentirse mejor is feel yourself. Okay, I don't know if I can do that. I can do. This is done. Where is that? Okay, this is done. Oops. And feel yourself, right? I'm gonna do this. Okay, and how about the next one? What do you think is the next one? Just a moment, please. What do you think is the second one or the third one? Sorry.
You like something?
Feel like something, right? Is okay. To feel like something is to want to have it. Yes, feel like something. Very good. And the fourth one, what do you think is?
Feel free.
Hmm? If someone tells you to feel free to do something, you can do it if you want, right? Feel free. Because we already did feel yourself, right? Oh, sorry. Yes, feel yourself is sentirse uno mismo, ¿no? Sentirse mejor. So, feel free, feel like something also, and feel yourself. And how about the next one? If you
Feel like something.
yes, yes, of course, right? Feel like something. Okay, and the next one, number 6, what do you think is number 6?
To feel for someone.
Feel some for someone, yes, is to have sympathy for that person. And this number 7,
To feel up to something.
not really, is to feel like doing something. Sentir que quieres hacer algo, right? Is to want to do it. Es querer hacer eso, ¿no? Hacerlo. And number 8, if
To
you,
feel up to something.
yes. Let's check out. I'm sorry, just a moment, please. There's a mistake. If you like, yes, that's a mistake. Oops, I was sharing that. I don't know what happened now. Okay, just a moment, please. Yeah, there was one mistake, right, in the activity. Okay. That was the one. It was. So I think, of course, there was a mistake. Let me share, please, one more time. This is very I don't know why that. Oops, what happened? One more time, please. There is. Look at this. For example, if you feel like something, you are a little bit sick. But in this case, if you feel funny, you are a little bit sick. Maybe, yeah, this question was interesting, right? Yeah, 100 over 100. Si te sientes divertido, estás un poco enfermo, ¿no? O si te sientes un poco, ¿cómo sería esto? If you feel funny, si te sientes como una burla, algo así, ¿no?
Inquieto.
Incierto, ¿no?
Inquieto.
Ah, inquieto, yes. Ya, inquieto. Es como que, bueno, no te sientes como, como tienes que estar, ¿no? Entonces, estás un poco enfermo. Ok. So interesting. It was a little bit tricky, un poco no tan fácil, ¿no? Es como que para pensar. Ok, anyway. And let's continue with the next activity. What do we have then? Of course, with the next one is vocabulary fill phrases with fill. In field number 2, you will do it, of course. The number 1 as well, but there are the other ones are about speaking, talking about possibilities. By the way, how do we use some expressions in English speaking about possibilities? Maybe you remember the models of possibility, right? The last in the lesson was I might, right? I would do it. I can do it, but in this case, it's a little bit different. So talking about possibilities is literal, like it's possible that, right? Let's look at this.
It's possible that he's in his office now.
There's a chance that he's in his office now.
It's likely that he's in his office now.
Talia might go to class tonight.
Yeah, as you can listen and see, it's possible, or there's a chance that it's likely that he's in his office now. So not only the models of possibility, right? Because models of possibility is the last one. Talia might go to class tonight. Talia can go to class tonight, but in English, it's also possible to use this one, right? It's possible, there's a chance, it's likely that. And those expressions are very common in English. Right? Don't forget about this. You can use that expression. Can you do one example, please, Roger? It's possible that, but then you can use any expression, but think about one sentence, please, with this one.
Okay.
Choose any of them.
It's possible. It's possible play soccer singing.
It's possible to play soccer.
Yes.
Singing? No, I don't
yes.
know.
No, es enfermo.
Yeah, okay. It's possible to play soccer sick.
Yes. Sick, too sick.
Wow, yeah. But it's very difficult, right? It's possible, but
yes.
Yeah. But it's not recommendable. Ernesto can tell us it's not a good idea to play when you are sick, right? Yeah, but it's only an example. Un solo ejemplo, ¿no?
Yes.
That's good. Okay. One example, maybe, Ernesto, in this, talking about possibilities. Use the first column, any of them.
There is a chance that I study French.
Wow, great. I like French, but
Yes,
I don't know. It's very interesting, right? It's a romantic language, maybe.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay, one example, please, Noelia, about this. Use any of them. The first column.
It's likely that I finish the course before next year.
Right, very good. Okay, it's likely also very common, right? It's likely that I will go to dance, but no, nowadays, no, come on, I don't want to talk about that. Talking about possibilities, there are different ways to ask and answer questions about possibilities. For example, we can ask about possibilities. Do you think that Talia will come? Right? We are still using some of the modal verbs. Okay.
Do you think that Talia will come to the party?
Sure. It's possible. Possibly.
Is it possible that Nick took the money?
Maybe. Perhaps. Could be.
Is there a chance that Tony deleted the recording?
I don't think so. Not a chance.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question or anything, and you will respond using this. Okay. Sure, possibly, or whatever. Perhaps, could be. Perhaps and maybe are very similar, right? Maybe, tal vez. Perhaps is like puede ser. Right? It's exactly all the same meaning. Perhaps or maybe is very similar, are very similar. Could be, puede ser. I don't think, no, creo que no, not a chance. Okay. Noelia, are you going to travel to Canada in the future?
It's possible.
Okay, good. And Ernesto, do you think the Bolivian currency will change in 10 years? When I say currency, is the money, right?
Yes, not a chance.
Not a chance. Okay, in 10 years, maybe we will keep using the same Bolivianos, right? 10 Bolivianos,
Yes.
as we have, right? The class. Okay.
Exactly.
Roger. Oh, okay. Is it possible for you to travel to Spain?
Yes, it's possible.
Okay. Yeah, good. Yes, anything you can use, sure, possibly, maybe, perhaps, could be. I don't think so. Not a chance. Right? If I ask a negative one, for example, no, Ernesto, is it possible for you to go to fight in for the U.S. Army?
I don't think so.
Yeah, right. Okay, something like that. What do you think about that, Ernesto, for to people who goes to fight for another country, especially for the U.S. militaries? Some South American boys go there from Colombia, Latin young boys. I don't know if Bolivians go there, but I knew that many Peruvians, Colombians, Chileans go to fight for the U.S. Marines or U.S. Army.
Like a profession?
Yeah, like a profession, but also I don't think it's only profession because it's a war. It's maybe it's a good answer, the one you said, only as a profession to make money, right?
Yes, because they prepare, especially in USA, they prepare so well.
Mhm. Yeah, as a profession.
I think
Yeah,
it's a
it
good
was.
idea because they uh, they I don't know how to say. Uh, O sea, ganan mucho dinero.
Mhm.
And then, una vez que te jubilas, es con, igual con buena cantidad. I don't know how to say in Spanish. In English, please. In English.
Yeah, they make a lot of money. They maybe, but there's a risk they can die, right, in the war.
Yes, that's a problem. No?
Yeah.
But if you like or if you love what you are doing, I think it's a good idea
Mhm.
for the status. No? It's good.
If you survive without any
Yes,
damage, right?
but I now I think they have more chance because there is not warm. No?
Mhm. There is no war, right? Okay. Okay, now we're gonna practice with something about that possibilities. Let me share, please, this part. Thank you for your opinion. What about talking about possibilities? What do you think is number one? Where is John? Do you think that he forgot about the meeting? It's possible. The equivalent for it's possible. What do you think, Anna? So, what's another way of Amy to respond Talia's question
Could be.
when
Could be,
she says, "Sorry"?
could
Could
be.
be, right? Very good. And what about number two?
Is it possible that you left in the class?
Very good, Noelia. Yes, is it possible? Yeah. And number three. I need to get to Chicago tonight. Sorry.
I don't think.
I don't think all the flights to Chicago tonight are already full. But it's likely, maybe. How about number four?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yes.
Yeah, right? I don't think so. Let's check. Yes, very good. Perfect. Okay. Let's keep going with something important from the lessons. Then we have gerunds and subjects. This grammar, by the way. And then we have also two presentations, but first of all, let me share this one, from the book or from the platform. Usually in English, gerunds are subjects and objects, right? Gerunds are subjects, learning English with ing, right? Aprender inglés puede ser divertido. Gerunds as objects, do you enjoy studying online? Right? What about subjects? Como sujeto, ¿no? Y como el objeto es el que recibe la acción, ¿no? Y el sujeto es aquello que da la acción, el que hace la acción, ¿no? Okay, something like that. But we're going to understand much better with these examples.
Hello. Remember me? I'm Emily, your grammar coach. Learning English can be fun. Do you enjoy studying online? The words learning and studying are gerunds. Today, we're going to practice using gerunds as subjects and objects. Let's begin.
Okay, for example,
A gerund is the base form of the verb plus ing. Remember, when we add ing to a verb, there are often spelling changes. Play, playing.
Make. Making.
Shop, shopping.
by the way, there is one, we double the consonant when one vowel is in the middle of two consonants. Cuando una vocal está atrapado en medio de dos consonantes, generalmente doblegamos el último consonante, ¿no? Shopping, double P. Okay, usually that happens in English. But in Y, letter Y, playing, we don't change, right? When we say, for example, one, I'm gonna write here. Tell me, please, which one is okay? Study, right? That's the verb. But if you want to work with you will have to tell me which one is correct. The first, oh sorry, the second or the third one is okay.
The second one, teacher.
Yes, right? The second. Studying. Because it's like playing, right? Playing. We don't change, we don't replace in this case when the verb ends in Y, letter Y. This is not correct, right? This is incorrect. This is correct. Okay.
A gerund acts like a noun, and it can be the subject of a sentence.
Gambling may be a problem for Nick.
The gerund is always singular. It is followed by the third-person singular form, he, she, it, of the verb.
Making money is not a problem for him.
Yeah, remember, always is similar. Why? When we start with this, this is as a subject, okay? This gerund is, este gerundio está comenzando como un sujeto, ¿no? Y siempre va a ser considerado como singular, right? For example, dancing is really fun. It's really funny, or it's really, or cooking is my favorite activity, right? Siempre vamos a decir, or dancing is great. Traveling is very interesting, or whatever. Siempre va a ser singular. Don't forget. We cannot say dancing are, no, right? Dancing is, or whatever, but always singular. And in this case, as a subject, right, over here. But how about, I think probably there's gonna be later, but let's continue, please.
A gerund can also be the object of a verb.
You can keep investigating.
In the example, investigating is the object of the verb keep. There are many verbs like keep that are followed by a gerund.
Okay, over here, como les decía, ¿no? En este ejemplo, in this example is working as the object, right? The object receives the action. ¿Qué acción recibe de este verbo, no? La acción de mantener o seguir, ¿no? Puedes seguir investigando. Okay. because when we use one example over here, making money is not a problem for him. Making is working as a subject, como un sujeto, no? But over here, the subject is you, right? But the gerund with ing, investigating, is the gerund, but it is as an object, como un objeto, ¿no? Y en este como un sujeto, porque antes de making no hay, ¿no? Okay, the next one.
The gerund can also follow a preposition, a word like about, after, before, for, of, on, with, and without.
After looking at this bank statement, we have no choice.
Yeah, over here, as you can see here, making, right? Making money is not a problem. Maybe we can say about making money is not a problem for him, right? We can use about, after, for, on, okay, with and without. For example, you can say, maybe you like working out, right? But you can say without working out, I don't feel well, right? Because there are some boys and girls that love working out. So we are using before, but this is working as a subject, right? But I'm only using a preposition, right? Without working out, I don't feel well. After looking, or before, or I don't know, with, for. You can say, for traveling, you need money, right? Para viajar necesitas dinero. That's common, okay? And let's check out about gerunds and gerund as a subject and object, please. Let me share with you the lesson. Okay. This, here we go. There's my presentation. Can you see the slides over here? What can you read, Roger?
Yes, gerund, subject, and object.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to work with a different election, but the idea is to understand how does it work, okay? And of course, as always, I'm going to send you this for you to check out, just in case if you need for the test or for your collection, it doesn't matter, but for your studies also. But let's keep going. We're going to talk about elections, something different maybe, but it's going to be, the important thing is the grammar. And of course, if you talk about a different topic, we keep learning English, right? Sometimes new vocabularies or things like that. Let's keep going, please. Running for office, in this case, I'm sorry. Running for office one. Read, please, Noelia.
Voting is an important responsibility.
Roger, please.
Let's discuss improving your schools.
Yes, let's discuss improving our school. The first example over here, we are starting with the gerund, but as a subject, right? But over here, let's discuss also it's with a preposition. In this case, is working as an object, right? Let's discuss, because discuss is the verb, the action, and is receiving the action, right? Let's discuss improving our schools. So our schools is only the complement, but later we're gonna analyze all of them. Ernesto.
I will keep fighting for a new hospital.
Mhm. And Ernesto, can you tell me if this is in this fighting or in this gerund is working as a subject or as an object?
Is as an object because keep
Yes,
is the verb.
yes. And also it has the subject, right? I will, right?
Subject. Yes, teacher.
Yes, good. Yeah, all of them are gerunds, voting, improving, fighting. Noelia,
Choosing a candidate takes time.
Roger, please.
I enjoy working for the people.
Do you resent paying higher taxes?
Yes. Wow, that's a difficult question, right? Do you know what's the meaning of resent? Renunciar, right? Renuncias. Okay. Do you, no, do you resent paying higher taxes? Ah, yes. Do you resent paying higher taxes? The taxes are very expensive, right? Usually in Bolivia, it's very, very expensive, I think. And then we have the, of course, the the ings, or in this case, the gerunds. Well, over here, a gerund is the base form of verb ing, right? Can be used as nouns also. Usually work, ing, work, right? The noun will be, because verb plus ing, that becomes a noun, right? Un sustantivo. The verb pay, paying, right? Mejorar, improve, improving, right? And a gerund can be the subject of a sentence. It is always singular. Use third person singular verb after a gerund. Voting is, right? Always. Voting is. Oh, my electronic pen is not correct. Like voting over here, we have singular. Oh, come on. Ah, yeah, okay. Voting is an important responsibility, right? Always is singular. And yes, you know, right? This is also working as a subject, right? Okay, the same happens here, right? But now we are not using the verb be, or choosing a candidate takes time. So it's not necessary to use this. Also, here is singular because it is we are using the third person, right? We consider like he's, oh, sorry, he, like she or it. It's like something similar, right? We always say he takes, she takes, right? It takes, but something similar, because now in this example, this is the subject. So that's why choosing a candidate takes time. If we say choosing a candidate take time is uh, grammatically is not okay, right? But don't confuse gerunds with present progressive verb. I am voting today. For example, when we use gerunds as in this case, no, it's not a gerund, right? Present progressive is completely different because present progressive always will have subject plus the verb be, right? Verb be and plus the verb with ing, right? Plus complement. But in this case, the present progressive, the verb always must be an action verb, okay? Not a non-action verb. That's the difference, but only a gerund as a noun, right, is completely different. This is a noun. Also, it is a subject, right? It's not working as a verb. It's working as a noun, como un sustantivo, no? But this is the subject, right? The subject. But over here, this is a verb, right? Action verb. Está trabajando como verbo de acción, ¿no? En este caso se ha convertido en un sustantivo, pero en un sujeto, ¿no? That's the difference. Siempre va a estar verb to be and the verb and ing, right? That's for present progressive. But for this is completely different, right? Only gerunds working as a subject is completely different. Voting as an important responsibility. I am voting today. Voting today is present progressive, right? The action of vote, right? The election. Any questions here? No, right? Or maybe somebody? Okay, present progressive and gerund, right? Different. This is working as a verb and this is working as a subject. And also, of course, is kind of noun, right? But over here, what do you think? Example, we can say maybe dancing or singing or windsurfing is very exciting. So what about the next one? Can you use gerund, any of them, please? We have to complete all of them. But with ing, with a gerund, we have to complete with gerund. Number one, what do you think can be? Any volunteers here? Maybe somebody can help me out with that. Makes me laugh, me hace reír. But what makes you laugh, guys? ¿Qué les hace reír? Maybe joking.
Yes, joking.
Yeah, right. Joking makes me laugh. And how about a headache?
Fighting?
Okay, can be fighting. Yes. Yeah, any example, right? It's okay. Fighting, maybe drinking. Okay. And how about isn't polite? Something what's not polite. ¿Qué sería de mala educación? Please, Noelia.
Shouting?
Shouting, yes.
Shouting.
Shouting isn't polite, right? Gritar no es gentil, no es educado, ¿no? And how about the next one, number 4?
Dancing?
Yes, right. Dancing is popular in my country. Do you dance? Do you know how to dance some local dances, Ernesto?
Yes, teacher. I dance in Oruro.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
That's
I dance
crazy. Great.
caporales.
Oof, that's,
Yes,
wow, that's,
it is so interesting, teacher.
of course. Wow, dancing caporales is the best one.
Yes, you have to practice, but it's great.
Yeah, definitely. It's a dream dance for a young boy,
Yes.
of course. Okay. How about number?
Smoking? Can be smoking?
Yes, smoking. Yes, of course. And the other one?
Not warning, maybe.
Not warming?
Warning?
Yeah, but what kind of warm?
Or can be something more specific, like not eating or not sleeping?
Yes, also, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not eating. Yeah, of course, not warming also, right? But it's not, yeah, it's okay. But you said not eating, right? Okay, anyway, there's also not eating can be dangerous. Not exercising also, right? Yeah, not eating, oh, definitely we can die because of um, not eating, right? Not consuming. We say, do you remember how to say tener hambre, hambrear? I forgot at this moment.
Starving?
Starving, starving, right? We can die because of starvation, right?
But it depends what you want to eat.
Yeah, also, yes. Yeah, of course. Okay. No, let's keep going. Gerunds as objects in this case. A gerund can be the object of certain verbs, for example. Suggest, enjoy. There are 2 examples. Please, Noelia.
I suggest improving our schools.
Huh? After the verb is the object, right? But in gerund form. Please, Roger.
I enjoy working for the people.
Great. Let's continue. The same, right? Enjoy is the verb, and after the verb is the object. In this case, the gerund. Why do Christoph and Hero go hiking so often? What do you think is the word here? They both enjoy. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés pasear o hacer montañismo?
Climbing?
Landing. No, esto es como aterrizar, ¿no?
Maybe they both enjoy walking.
Walking.
Yeah, walking is a good option also. What else? ¿Qué más podemos decir? Pasear, ¿no? Sightseeing. Or hiking, right? The same, right? But it's okay. They go, no, but any example. They both enjoy, yes, that's why the sound, right? They enjoy watching birds. Okay. And here, my camera is crazy. How can you complete here? Any volunteers, please? Maybe in number one. Let's think about it, please. About these examples from 1 to 3. I need a ride to the airport. I don't mind.
Maybe I don't mind driving crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Or
driving fast, maybe, right? Because it's riding right to the airport, a taxi maybe. And how about number 2? What do you think?
Studying, could be studying.
The last one.
playing. I think he really misses playing soccer.
Yeah, can be. Yes, I think he really misses playing soccer. Yeah. Over here, all of them are working as objects, right? I don't mind driving fast. Yeah. Okay. We often use go plus gerund to describe activities. For example, our family goes bowling every Saturday. Bowling, right? La bola de boliche. And we are using with go, right? Go bowling, go dancing, but in always will be as a singular, right? That's why we go, okay. Our family, or we goes, or they goes bowling, something like that, right? Or our family goes bowling every Saturday. In this case, in past also. Ali went jogging with his dog. Do you know jogging is like running, right? But running is faster, como trotar, ¿no? But something similar also. Or jogging. You have to ask questions now. Ask a partner how often he or she does these activities. Like this one, how often do you go dancing? I go dancing every night. Something similar, please. How can you ask the number one question and number two as well? You can start with how often also, it's okay.
It's okay if I say, how often do you go helping someone?
Helping someone. Yeah, but maybe shopping.
Or shopping?
How often do you go shopping, right?
Yes.
How often do you go shopping, Noelia?
I think it depends. Well, clothes for me, like once a month, but maybe with my mom, like 3 or 5 times a month.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, you can say I go shopping once a month, maybe. Very good. Number two, how can you do, Roger? Probably is playing, right?
Yes.
You can ask the question similar like the example.
How often do you play?
Yeah, do you go playing, right?
Do you go playing?
How often do you go playing, Ernesto?
Playing like hanging out? Or
Yeah, like picnic, like going out.
I go
Playing.
playing every weekend.
Oh, good. Okay, and that's it. The other one is how often do you go skiing? How often do you go fishing? How often do you go snowboarding, right? But that's it. So let me. I have to launch the poll, but please give me a chance because I started without the upgraded version. So I'm gonna leave the meeting, but I'm gonna get back in a moment, please. Ernesto, can you help me to? Oops. Well, I was looking for the. I can't do that. I don't know why. Let me check, please, for a moment. Okay, just please.